Greetings YouTube, welcome back to this video tutorial. Let's continue creating our website. Last time we started seeing some wallpapers in this gallery, as you can see here. So we still don't see a single wallpaper. Let's change that. So in our one function, instead of dumping the array here, I will get these three lines here. Okay, so we will show an image here, /images/wallpaper, and the URL here. I need to note something. Last time I made a little mistake here. Instead of showing only the thumbnails, I showed the actual wallpaper. So I changed the URL of the all function here, /images/thumbnails. Okay, let's save this. Let's go back. Now we can see as a single image. You may notice that it is responsive to the width of the display here. So let's see this, the same. Now we can see a single wallpaper. Let's continue by defining the search function here. Okay, first instead of echoing the same HTML code as we did in the all function, let's define another function here that will have the purpose of viewing the item. Okay, let's define this function like so, and instead let's delete these lines here. Okay, this I called it __ view items, and we give it the argument as the items that we just got from the all function here. So $items. Let's do the same in the search function, but instead of calling the all function, I will call the search function that I defined in an earlier video. And if you remember, this function requires the first argument as this search query. Okay, let's save this. Let's go back to our, we still can't see the all function, but if I search, for example, for nature, I will get these videos like this, or these images like this. I can go to the second page like so. Okay, let's continue by adding another very beautiful functionality, if you may, or a feature, is the way to have an input to search for a particular image and search for it. So here in the index.php file, first we will get some bootstrap and jquery files from the internet. So let's search Google for bootstrap, cdn. Here in the quick start, let's get the CSS. Okay, we copied it here. Now we have the CSS for bootstrap and the JavaScript. Okay, at the end, after the body, actually let's get the whole code here for the HTML. Okay, now we are ready to use bootstrap, but we still need the jQuery and some version of the jQuery and jquery-ui for the autocomplete. So let's get them. I need to remind you that sometimes jquery-ui does not work with all the versions of jQuery. So let's get jquery-ui for autocomplete from their website. You can see here. Let's go to the download page and we will download the latest stable version. Okay, now that I download it, set the /srv. Okay, I will go to my downloads folder. This is jquery-ui. Let's copy it. Here in our root folder, we will extract it. I will need only the CSS and the JS, so I will copy the CSS to the CSS folder and the jquery.js into the JS folder. Now we are ready to use autocomplete. As you can see here in my project folder, now we have jquery-ui, and in JS we have jquery-ui. Okay, the last thing I will need is the jQuery itself and some version of jQuery. So jQuery cdn Okay, let's get the unified version. Let's copy this and let's hope it works with our jQuery-ui, because I found it that sometimes they don't work very well together. So here in our index.php, first we get the jQuery 3.5.1 and we will include our jQuery-ui file that we just downloaded now. So script src equals /gs/ here it is, jQuery -ui dot, I believe, .min.js. okay, /script. Now we are ready to add here in the body. I will add, I forgot that I already prepared this, so 4 lines. I will copy them into my body here. I will add this container, I will call it global search, and in this container I will have 2 elements, an input to the search and a div element for the suggestion for my autocomplete. You will see this in a moment. Let's save this. Okay, I will need to include the CSS for jQuery /css/ jQuery -e.min.css. Now we have an input. Let's close this. I already prepared my script here for the autocomplete. Once the document is ready, once the page has been loaded, we will define for the class dot global search this div here that I created, the input inside it, so the child of this global. On click on input, we will define this autocomplete. We will append the results to the tag suggestion defined like by this ID here, and we will perform this Ajax request here to /sources/includes /autocomplete.enc.php. This file I already created too here in the includes. A simple function to auto-load the classes that I already showed before. We create an object of the wallpapers and we call this function here that I called autocomplete that requires a single post term. This term is coming from the jQuery request here in my scripts. This term here is the request term of the jQuery. So let's go back to our wallpapers, or instead my autocomplete function here, or a file. So we get the data from this function autocomplete. This data, I will create an array here and we will add all the tags, the tag names that we get from this tags array here, and at last we will echo this as a JSON data, JSON encoded. But this function autocomplete, just to show you this function, I will add it to this class here. I prepared it here in the wallpapers class. I will add this function. Let's yank it. Okay, just a single function, a very simple query to select the tag name from this tags table, where the tag name is like the term that we are searching for, or the text is like the term, and we will limit the result to 50. We can limit the result to any number we want. We prepare this query, we bind the value t to the tag. I made it $tag %, so that we may find any words or any strings that are containing the word tag. We'll execute and fetch the data. Let's try this. I hope it works. Okay, let's go back. We have a search element here. So if I type nature, it doesn't work. Why is that? Perhaps I need to add the CSS. So here in my styles here, I will style all this. First, I will change the style of the global search div by copying this to my style.css file at the end, and then I will copy the CSS required for the autocomplete elements. Okay, now let's hope this works. Let's save this and go back to our page. Well, because I have not yet included my scripts file, so let's go back, and just after including jquery-ui, let's include the file that I called my scripts.js. Let's save this, and now let's go back to our page. Now everything is ready. If I type nature, that's working. My autocomplete is working. So once I select nature, let I remind you that in my scripts file, upon selecting, when we get the data from the response data from our Ajax query here or request, As soon as we select, the function will reload the location of our window to /wallpapers the encoded value of our value that we got from the autocomplete /1 to use as the first page. So we will see here nature. We have searched for nature, for example landscape. Okay, we have landscapes here. Let's search for women with glasses, and we will see women with glasses. Thank you very much for watching this video. The next time we will add some more features to our website, and I assure you by the end of this video tutorials it will be an awesome website. Thank you very much. See you later.